It's about to go down. King versus king. Old generation versus new generation. This is King of Spies by Mark Millar. If you're lost in the sauce, go check out my previous videos. But the end all be all is Super Spy finds out he has 6 months to live. So using 3 of those 6 months, he takes out every rich and powerful criminal on the planet. It doesn't matter if she's the queen, or he's the king, or he's the president. He takes everyone out. And now with the twins, his former enemies, joining the fray, it's about to get wicked. But where we continue is not even shocking to anyone at all, because the Vatican was always suspicious to most of us. The guards heard a big crash and they went to confirm, but the Holy Father said, yeah, it's okay. I just dropped a wine glass. But that wasn't it. Our boy Roland was with him. He said, if you don't say what I told you to say, I will kill you. Unknown to him, he was going to die regardless, because Roland is a man of his word. Putting the Holy Father to sleep, he found a way to bring him to the center of his own city. He tried to scream, call the cops, but nobody was around him. Well, there were people around him, but people he was not willing to see. These were the people who have suffered crimes by the church, parents who have their kids scarred for life by the so-called priest, and the Vatican making sure their news didn't get out. This was his punishment, because even before he became the Holy Father, he was one of those sick priests. This was retribution. The Holy Father tried to plead, I'm a changed man now, I'm an old man, I don't even have long to live. He said, don't beg me, beg them. Maybe your confessions will be enough. But we know they are never enough. Back at headquarters, they just found out the news that the Vatican was put down. He wasn't just put down, he was tortured and then crucified on a cross. God damn. They said this is why Roland is so dangerous. I mean, he's an efficient assassin, yes. But the fact that he knows everyone's dirty little secrets, he knows where all the bodies are buried, that is why he is a bigger threat. I mean, come on. Even the producer we were watching that was a known offender, Nolan got to him with the smart piss. For those of you who don't know what that is, I would explain. The smart piss is a device you swallow, and it comes out you when you go to use the bathroom, and it finds its way into your target. Before he left though, he let this producer know you're a piece of shit, and he took his leave. But as he left, he pushed a button, and the producer evaporated with most of his criminal friends. Roland has been having fun, even finding a Russian billionaire and feeding him to a polar bear. There was no polar bear in his town, but there was a polar bear at the zoo, so that would be enough. It was insane. Nobody was safe. U.S. governors of state, secret agents. Matter of fact, Saudis, bro. He hit the Saudis. That takes another level of confidence. They were worried. But most of all, they were worried about his kid. Are we sure we can trust this to his son? I mean, they are family. But his best friend knew better. Yeah, Roland was not a good father. His son grew up without him. His son grew up not giving a shit. Which is why when his mother turned of age, he sent her away. And he has always wished to kill him. This is just the opportunity to do so. And he was absolutely right. Roland's son didn't give a damn. I mean, he was already on site with his own kill team. They were worried because why weren't you smoking standard issue cigars prescribed by the agency? He said, nah, I prefer to be different from the agency. Now focus, because they were honestly about to apprehend his father, who was upstairs torturing a billionaire. But his crimes were so severe, he wanted to record this one and let the world know the truth, because he is the man behind the scenes, rigging elections and everything. He tried to beg, claiming his doctors could save Roland's life. But Roland knew better. Your doctors are not better than mine. Trust me. And besides, I made a promise. Before he could do more though, the sensors he set up to notify him if someone was here unannounced went off. Someone was here. Someone found me. How? He had to act quickly. He hadn't done enough. So he left. As they came crashing through, they only saw the billionaire without Roland. Where was he? His son, however, knew better. He would never just leave him and go. He had a bomb up his ass. He had to move. So he grabbed 2 bodies and jumped out the window. This guy was reckless, and he survived. Bruh, using the corpses of 2 of your own men as cushion. is wicked work, and he was a wicked man. This was the chance for him to take his father's life. He was not missing this opportunity. He called HQ and notified them that his father was on the move. He needed him to be tracked, and Roland didn't have his glasses on, so that was easy. They found him, they chased him down. All this time, Roland was calling himself stupid. How was I tracked? He thought he could blend into the crowd, but this crowd was literally cops. My homeboy was surrounded, but he was still Roland. He was the king of spies. Even with the twins here, he still went crazy. He took out a bunch of cops, but the twins were better than he expected. He thought taking them down would be easy work, but they had 360 vision because homeboy was on his sister's back, and she had a gun, and so did he. Even with all the cops dropped, they were still moving like they were one machine. The most painful part, Roland didn't even know who they were. He had forgotten. I mean, it's been a few years, but shit, that hurt. They wanted him dead more now, but he just wanted to leave. His main goal was escape. He didn't forget that, at least. As he was being strangled, he made his way over the ledge and he jumped over, landing on top of a bus. Just like old times, except this was a bus, not a train. They fought on it, with the twin trying to choke him out with her leg while her brother shot him in the face, but he still had his smokescreen waistcoat. He blew that shit up, and now he had an opportunity to escape. But the agency was not going to let him. His son was not going to let him. He had a halo in the sky. With the machine gun in his hand, he unleashed a rainstorm of bullets, mowing down everyone in his path. He did not care. His father, still a very lethal and effective agent, still found a way to survive. He climbed aboard a sports car and he was heading for the tunnel. They knew as soon as he entered that tunnel, he was lost, and his son was not going to let that happen. Neither were the twins. You're dying today. They both raced for the kill, and his son lined up a shot, aiming for his father, but he missed and got the driver. This was bad news, because full throttle ahead, a big-ass truck was heading straight for them. At that moment, Roland remembered another memory, a moment he shared with his wife, a moment she realized she had lost him forever. He was never going to quit his life. Just like right now in the present with this truck crash, everything was going to change. The twins fell down hard, but so did Roland. He crashed so hard he blacked out. This is where our story takes a turn we do not expect. Stand by, and thank you so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification button, because like I said, and I've always said, I drop a video every single day.